Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I am here today with a fun YouTube hop that I'm going to be participating in with a whole bunch of fun ladies, and we are teaming up today to do just a little hop so you can hop around and check out everybody. We're going to be working with the same type of materials, and this one is my contribution to that. This was set up by Tuesdae, so thank you Tuesdae for asking me to participate. I'm super happy that you thought of me and that I was able to do something. Okay, so what we're working with today is I am working with my Studio Calico Hello kit, and this is from June of 2014. I'm still working my way through my Studio Calico kits that I have intact. And so I decided to pull it back out and use it for this layout. So I'm just going through my papers here and picking out what I want to use. The picture that I showed right in the beginning there is pictures of my girls, is a picture of my girls, and they are sleeping with some mermaid tail blankets that my sister crocheted for them for Christmas this past year. And they ended up sleeping on the floor one night, and they both were in their little blankets, and it was so cute, so I took a picture. Okay, so the material we're using this weekend here is we are supposed to be using some sort of mixed media, so like paint or texture paste or mist or shimmers or just something artsy. So I happened to get this pink metallic texture paste from Jennifer, who sent it to me in the mail by surprise. She did not tell me she was sending me anything. She just sent it. Jennifer, sneaky. She sent a box for me and my girls of just some stuff that she wanted to pass along, and I was super grateful for that. And so this texture paste was in there, and it's gorgeous. It's from Heidi Swapp, and it's a pink metallic texture paste, so it's pretty thick. So I had that on my mind when Tuesdae had sent us the directions for what we're supposed to be using. And so I went ahead and pulled it out, and then I pulled out my stencils, and I had no clue what I was going to use at this, like when I just started thinking about what I was going to do. But I was like, I have this texture paste, and she also sent some paint too. I was like, maybe I'll try to use one of these two things. And then I pulled out my stencils to see what I had available, because I don't pull them out very often. And then I saw this one from Tim Holtz. This is called Treks. And I think they're supposed to be kind of tire tracks, but I think they kind of resemble mermaid tails, because mermaid tails are just kind of like almost like an arrow, at the end, and they go off to the sides. So I thought it kind of resembled mermaid tails. So I'm going to go that direction, and I'm going to make a big border using the stencil, and I'm using 2 lines of it, and this texture paste. I'm kind of cleaning it up along the edges a little bit because some of it's getting on the edges and kind of smearing all over the paper. This is, I don't do mixed media very often, and you can definitely tell. So I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. And my palette knife is not very good either. I got like a fancy one, trying to be fancy, and it's awkward. It doesn't work very well. So that is what I'm doing here, as I'm just going along my borders of my paper, and I am just putting a layer of this texture paste down. And I really like the way that it ends up turning out. It's not perfect, it's a little bit messy, but it's okay. It works out in the end. And I really like the way that the pink looks on top of the gray there as well. That paper is from Studio Calico as well. So now I'm going to clean off my palette knife, clean up the paper a tiny bit, as much as I can. Just kind of some stuff that got smeared a little bit. I don't get it all completely, but that's okay. And I'm going to go wash off my stencil now too, because I need to. So I'm going to go do that. Pardon me. And then I am going to go ahead and kind of do a little bit of measuring, and so I can set this over to dry. I'm being very careful. That green paper there is from Cartabella, and I'm just going to cut it down to fit right inside that square there. And I'm going to set that off to dry, and I'm just going to go ahead and work on my layers here. This paper right here is from Dear Lizzie from her Daydreamer collection. All of these papers came in the Studio Calico kit as well. So I'm just kind of cutting them down and making a little bit of a border with those green circles there. And I'm going to go ahead and put my picture on a piece of white cardstock just to kind of give it a little bit of separation. Love that picture. They're just sleeping, sleeping on the floor. They wanted to have a sleepover in their bedroom that night, so I let them. It was cute. Okay, so now I have a half of a doily that is left over from another page that I did with this kit a while ago. It's been a while since I've worked with this kit, so everything I have there is just kind of, I used a few things on my first page, but I cut off the border, the branding strip of another piece of paper there, and it's a blue diagonal stripe, so I'm going to fishtail this and use it to kind of help ground my picture there so it doesn't feel like it's kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. You go ahead and put that down and then get my picture and my doily stuck down here. And I have this paper clip. This is from Studio Calico, and it's an ampersand. And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, let me put it on, and then it looked kind of weird. It didn't look like an ampersand anymore. It just kind of looked like a weird shape. I'm trying to work it so that it actually looks like an ampersand, but it was starting to kind of rip up my picture, and I'm like, nope, that's not going to work. So then I decided I'm just going to use it the way it is and not clip it onto anything. I'll just like put it there like that. So that's what I'm going to do. And I also use this gold label to help give it a little bit more of a background as well. So I'm going to put the ampersand clip down. I'm going to use my tiny attacher and I'm going to staple it down. The staples don't go through awesomely because the paper clip is very thick. So I'm just kind of pushing down the staples on the back as I can. And then I'm going to put some washi tape behind there because they do stick out a little bit. So I just want to protect my other stuff in my album. And it's good enough, it's staying. It's not going anywhere, so I'm happy with it. And I like that because it looks like an ampersand. Otherwise it doesn't, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. Alright, so now I'm using the sticker from Love Life Paper, or Life Love Paper. Yes, Life Love Paper. I never get that in the right order for some reason. It's a little label that says here, and then I also put a strip along the top there in blue. And now I'm using these jelly bean soup letters. And I'm spelling out Mermaid Dreams. I just thought that was a cute title for this, since they look like little dreaming mermaids. So my modeling paste is dry now. It dried really quickly. I was surprised how quickly it dried. And so I'm going to go ahead and start putting my stuff down. And I'm going to go ahead and get my title down here. And I kind of moved this around a little bit, so I have it here. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, do I want it on this side or do I want it over here, maybe on the banner? So I'm going to kind of shift everything over and see what I think. It's a little awkward with the border there because some of the letters are kind of going over the border and I wasn't sure if I liked it, and it was just kind of, it had a hard time kind of, you know, getting it to fit correctly. So I don't like that. I'm going to move it back. And that's going to end up being where my title is. Sorry I'm yawning. I've yawned twice now. I hope you guys couldn't tell. It's almost midnight and it's like way past my bedtime. But it's the only time I have to get this voiceover done. So, such is life. My kids are on spring break right now, so it's been hard to really just get anything done. When I would normally be able to have quiet time and do it. Okay, so I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to go ahead and get my title down, and I'll flip through here quickly. There we go. And now it's all down. And I believe I'm going to go ahead and get my journaling done. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and journal on this banner here since it's already kind of lined. And I don't pause too much. I think I was trying not to pause too much, but I'm watching Criminal Minds. I'm completely caught up on Criminal Minds, so if anyone wants to talk about it, like seriously, I about had a heart attack last week, and then this week was a crazy, crazy episode. Oh, they're trying to kill me this season, I think. I don't know what is happening. My heart can't handle it. It's insane right now. Okay, so now I'm going to use some of these hot pink gems from Studio Calico, and I'm going to go ahead and use all the hot pink ones. And there's enough for 2 in each cluster, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. And I think I'm going to take one last look, and then I'm very happy with that. And that's going to complete my layout. So I had fun using this texture paste. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sending it to me, and thank you, Tuesday, for asking me to be part of this and to push me to actually use it. I'm so happy that I did. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you check out all the links in the description for the YouTube hop and check out everyone else who's participating today. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.